I was right about the last chapter review. That mammoth right there is Captain Jack, which it also turns out Captain Jack is actually the right-hand man, 100 Beast Kaido, one of the Yonkos. I mean, look at the size of Jack. Like, he is a huge mammoth. Hopefully next chapter we get like a full image of Jack. Like, this is just his zone type form, but what does his human type look like? Like, what does his regular form look like? And also questions like, is he an artificial Devil Fruit user like Momonosuke, or is he an actual ancient type zone type? In this chapter, we get Captain Jack in his mammoth form, and he's asking the people's out, where is the samurai known as Raizo? And I believe Raizo is the same guy that's supposed to be the ninja. So, questions right now, like huge questions. Like, what does the 100 Beast Pirates? So it's also revealed in this chapter that Kaido's crew is known as the 100 Beast Pirates. Now, that is pretty catchy. That is pretty cool. And they finally revealed the names of, well, we already know the guy named Sheephead, which is also part of Kaido's crew, and the female Jin Rummy, the same female that Sanji flirted with on Zao on chapter 795. And I have a prediction about these two. Okay, so I think Sheephead can probably transform into some type of sheep type, zone type user. For Jin Rummy, I'm a little bit wondering what can she turn into. I do know that the name Jin Rummy is kind of like based off the game Jin Rummy. I do have a prediction who I think they're going to go up against. I think Jin Rummy is either going to go up against Nami or Robin. And for Sheephead has a sword on the back. I think that's either going to be Zoro or Brook's part to take on Sheephead. Personally, I think whoever goes up against Captain Jack, it's going to be Luffy and Law, or is this going to be Luffy together? Because Captain Jack looks like he is a force to be dealt with, especially when he was attacking the Zao civilians. Like, I don't know how, like, seeing that he's Kaido's right-hand man, he looks like he is a dual threat. Like, this guy has to be, I'm just calling this prediction, I think he's almost to Admiral level. I'm just going to say it there. I think he's almost to Admiral level. So after that flashback, Wanda takes the rest of the Strats and go see their king. And in this chapter, which was really funny, that Luffy mentions a ninja, and then it has Usopp, Nami, and Brook this shock at Luffy, this thing, like, shut your mouth about the whole ninja thing. I'm really curious, what does Zao have a feud with Wano Kuni and the samurais? Like, what is their deal? Like, does the samurais of Wano, like, hunt down the meek man for sport or something like that? Or do they, like, does Kaido own Wano Kuni, and that's why they brought Captain Jack onto Zao to conquer Zao? Like, because of this whole travesty that Captain Jack has done to Zao civilians, which is caused by them wanting the Wano Kuni rise out, in which they're thinking that, you know, all the people of Wano Kuni are just trespassers and they should be dealt with by violence like that. I don't know. I don't know what's the deal with Zao with Wano Kuni, but hopefully the next chapter will reveal that, or 2 chapters from now, because this current chapter right now has huge questions on what happened on Zao besides the whole Captain Jack invasion. They're introduced to a guy named Sicilian, who's one of the 3 musketeers of the Meek Men, and I'm really curious to see who the other 2 of the 3 musketeers are. And then we meet this big, huge dog named Duke, and he's basically like the king of Zao, and Luffy's just saying, like, you must be very, very strong. I'm really curious to see how strong the King Duke is. In chapter, Chopper revealed the weapon that destroyed the country of Zao was by Caesar's poison gas. Question is now, where is Caesar? Like, where the frick is Caesar? Did Kaido's crew retrieve Caesar? Or is Caesar with Sanji right now? Or did someone from the Big Man Pirates, like, uninexplicably just kidnap Caesar, like, off panel, which we won't see until, like, chapter 810 or something like that? Or what happened to Sanji? Like, where is Sanji? Like, seriously, we need some revelation in like the next few chapters of One Piece. Like, what happened to Sanji? Where's Caesar now? And what about Captain Jack? Like, is he on his out right now? And the long-awaited question, what happened to Captain Kidd, Hawkins, Apu versus Kaido?